Welcome to Hello Downtown, a podcast by Downtown Sioux Falls.
This is Hello Downtown, the podcast where we explore the people, the places, and the pulse of our city's core. I'm your host, Brandon Hansen, and every episode we dive into the stories shaping life in the heart of Sioux Falls. So whether you're downtown every day or just downtown at heart, let's jump in. I'm here with Erin Brannick of Poet.
Absolutely. Hello.
Hello. Thanks for being here on Hello Downtown. And Poet, of course, is headquartered in South Dakota. It used to be in downtown a long time ago. But you are one of the world's leaders in kind of the biofuel and bio engineering field.
Poet is the world's largest producer of biofuels and a world leader in bioproducts. So we're excited to be here today, but also just really happy, really excited to still be in South Dakota, still be located in Sioux Falls.
Yeah. That's quite an accomplishment to be the world's anything. That's amazing.
It is. And we're the world's largest, but we by quite a significant margin are we the largest. So it's we take it very seriously being a leader in the space in the industry.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Can you talk a little bit about Poet's mission?
Absolutely. So our mission is to be good stewards of the earth and to make our bioproducts as effectively as humanly possible. So it really comes back to agriculture, to sustainability, to making sure that we're fully using the resources that we have.
Yeah. And Poet, of course, is the Burger Battle sponsor. Once again, of course, we're so grateful to have you guys in our corner. We literally couldn't do Burger Battle without you guys. And I think the connection between your mission, our mission, but also just the Burger Battle and the people you represent is just such a beautiful kind of tie together.
Absolutely. We love it. It's a phenomenal event and it's kind of a great full circle moment, I think, for Poet because of the bioproducts that we make, the DDGs that go into cattle, into beef, into burgers, into the community that we call home.
Tell us what a DDG is.
Absolutely. So to take a step back a little bit, a DDG is dried distiller's grains. And when you make ethanol, you make it from corn and you only use the starch of that kernel that goes into bioethanol. And the other parts, the protein, the fiber, the micronutrients, those go into animal feed ingredients like DDGs, dried distiller's grains, which are then fed to all sorts of animals, to cattle, to poultry. Aquaculture is a market that's expanding for us. So shrimp, fish, that kind of thing. But especially here in South Dakota, cattle is kind of our big one. So you can feed your cattle animal corn, but you can also a little more affordably feed DDGs, great, high quality, consistent source of protein and energy.
Yeah. And you have on your website and just a lot of your marketing materials, you've got a lot of really cool infographics and things that like a guy like me who has no clue what any of this means, it actually really translates really well to communicating this really complex topic down to something that I can understand.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a little biased because I'm on our communications team, but we really do have a world-class team at Poet that's doing great things. That's helping get our messaging out. Yeah,
I couldn't agree more. And just a couple of the alignments that we have, I think, in our two missions is there's a strong local emphasis. You guys talk about stewardship a lot, and so do we, particularly with our ambassador program and making sure that we're stewarding downtown and making sure it's here for the next generation. And you guys have language like that as well. And it's just impactful, I think, to be thinking that far forward and designing the world in a way that is benefiting someone that's not even in this room. You know, It's all for other people. Yeah. It's for the next generation or the next one after that. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So Burger Battle, of course, is all about local flavors and creativity. So how does Poets focus on sustainability and feeding the world and benefiting not just farmers, but the communities enjoying these farm to table experiences like Burger Battle?
Absolutely. I think in a community like Sioux Falls, in South Dakota, it's very egg focused. And when farmers succeed, Sioux Falls succeeds. And so as Poet can help farmers be more sustainable, help give them a high quality way to feed their animals, that then directly benefits consumers. They know that what they're eating is local. It was sustainably cared for. It was well cared for. and can kind of rest easy knowing that they're eating really good food that was, grown, produced, raised right here in the state.
Yeah, I've been kind of surprised as we do Pork Showdown and Burger Battle and a couple of restaurant competitions, just how many ties there are to agriculture. I don't think people think agriculture when they think of this urban downtown environment, but that is what's pushing and fueling all of it. It's pretty beautiful to have kind of those two worlds that maybe don't seem like they blend every day.
I really do. Yeah.
And it's kind of the output of that is incredible meals in downtown.
Absolutely. And you can't have one without the other. No. Without the farmer, you can't have the meals, but those restaurants, those burgers are what's kind of helping the farmers succeed, giving them their markets and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the second year for Poet, supporting the Downtown Burger Battle, the originators, might I add. We have a lot of copycats out there, which is actually pretty cool and just flattering to have more and more of these kind of pop up. But ours is growing and growing and growing. So why is sponsoring the Downtown Sioux Falls Burger Battle important to Poet?
Absolutely. A great question. So I think it comes down to Poet is so proud to call Sioux Falls home. We really love this community. It's supported us. We're excited to continue to support Sioux Falls, to continue to give back. And to do it in a way that ties so nicely into our mission, into feeding and fueling the world, into sustainability, and just kind of that full circle. We're producing things that farmers are feeding to their cattle, which goes into burgers, which comes into these meals that show off the skills and the creativity that Sioux Falls has, but also brings people together over a meal, helps create memories, creates bonds. And so we're proud to be a part of the community. We're proud to support agriculture. We're proud to put good food on the tables and start good conversations. Yeah.
And you're not just involved with us. You're involved with a lot of organizations that, I was with my 3-year-old at the apple orchard, and there's this giant corn pit, and there it is, sponsored by Poet. Absolutely. And there's, the pavilion downtown, and there's just a lot of really cool things that you guys are involved in. And it's, I don't think anybody takes it lightly. So thank you. And there's even the tree lighting in downtown, which is a big part of what we do too. So thank you again. And just to dive maybe a little further even into Poet,
please.
You guys do a lot of stuff. There's a lot of products. I don't think I even realize how much can come out of corn.
We like to, not to interrupt you, we like to say that anything you can get out of a barrel of oil, you could make from a bushel of corn. So
look at that.
Kind of a good,
translating it again for me. That's perfect. And food and fuel. I've heard that coming from you as well. But bioethanol, animal feed, bio CO2, dry ice, which was kind of surprising. Distillers corn oil, purified alcohol. We've got people talking in downtown about this amazing vodka you guys make. Of course, hand sanitizer after the 5 years ago. That was kind of a happy accident, I suppose. And just that part of it. Nothing else was maybe happy about that time. But and then asphalt rejuvenation, I think it's called Jive.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Which is a big deal for downtown too. Like there's a lot of asphalt down here. And, these are really cool products and
all plant-based, all from locally grown corn, supporting local farmers coming into the community. And we're very proud of the work that we do. We have a world-class state-of-the-art team here in Sioux Falls, but also across our entire footprint.
So can we go back to biofuels and beef? Can you bridge that gap for us? How do biofuels and high quality beef connect? Dumb it down for me.
Absolutely. We talked a little bit about it earlier we take a lot of pride and nothing's going to waste in our process. And so we're bringing corn in and as many bioproducts as we can make from that corn, we're going to do it. And so from that bioethanol process, one of the natural co-products are these DDGs, are these dried distillers grains that farmers can purchase and feed to their animals and have that consistent, high quality, high energy source of protein. And so, connecting biofuels to downtown is really as simple as the things that we're experiencing in our daily life, the food that we're eating, being plant-based, being farm-based, which is maybe not what you think of when you typically think of beef, but that they have these kind of plant-based DDGs that they're able to consume and to then produce the good food that we eat.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And what they're eating, what these cows are eating,
Absolutely.
obviously impacts flavor and probably texture and experience and all of that. So
Absolutely.
yeah, that's very cool. So Burger Battle last year, if we just look at some of the data and some of the numbers, we started to see some, I'll say exponential growth, I suppose. It was already a big deal, but last year alone, over 84,000 burgers sold in downtown in the month of January. That's a lot of beef in 31 days. That translated directly into $3.25 million of economic impact. About half of that was dollars sold directly into the restaurants. The other half, was the Coke or the alcohol or whatever.
Absolutely.
With the rest of the meal. What does that impact mean for Poet?
Absolutely. I think it shows how powerful local food and local community really is. And I think Poet is really proud to be a part of that ripple effect of helping people connect that farm to table experience, the food that they're eating back to where it's coming from and how it's produced and how it's raised. And that's something we're really proud to help people kind of connect that back to the farm.
Yeah, well said. And then now, as of today, there's been an average of 1,700 burgers sold per day.
Wow.
And so we are actually on pace to outpace last year. We're looking at hopefully maybe 100,000 burgers sold this year, which would eventually translate into about 5 million economic impact. So it just keeps growing.
Phenomenal.
It is. Yeah. It's just incredible. So how about you personally, Erin? What excites you about the Burger Battle?
Besides phenomenal food and the creativity, I think the energy of the Burger Battle excites me most. The community coming together, the debates about which burger is best, the recommendation that your friends and your families give you of you have to go try this one. The community, the surrounding area, because people come from all over. It's not just Sioux Falls that come to downtown Sioux Falls to experience this. Just the coming together and the excitement that everybody is bringing, I think is my favorite part.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. It's hard to not say the food.
It's kind of the gimme of.
Yeah. They're really good. Some of them are really complicated. Some are incredibly messy.
The creativity that the chefs, that the restaurants of Sioux Falls have is mind blowing, is amazing to behold every year.
I love that. There's been a couple of really unique entries this year too that are not typical restaurants and they're just getting involved and the more the merrier. How cool. So, so as Burger Battle keeps growing, what do you and maybe Poet as an organization, what do you hope that people will say about Poet's role in helping Burger Battle get to where it is and where it will be?
I think first and foremost that people know that we love being located in Sioux Falls. Like we love the Sioux Falls community. That's a big reason of why we're here, why we're doing what we're doing. But we also hope that when people think about Poet and the Burger Battle, that we're helping them connect the dots, bringing the food that they're eating back to the farm, back to agriculture, helping them connect kind of where things are coming from and how we're consuming things, and to be able to be excited about local agriculture and the work that our farmers are doing, the work that our restaurants are doing, the work that the good people at downtown Sioux Falls are doing to help bring more awareness to that.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much again for sponsoring the Burger Battle.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining me today and just kind of lifting up the hood and letting us learn a little bit more about Poet and getting to talk burgers.
Absolutely. It's the best thing to do and talk about food. But thank you for having me. It's been wonderful to be here.
You're listening to Hello Downtown, a podcast by Downtown Sioux Falls.
We're here with Chris Hanmer, the chef and owner and all the titles of CH Patisserie.
Yeah, thanks. Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Thanks for being here. Yeah, you've been in downtown for quite a long time.
Yeah,
I think it was 2013.
Yeah, it'll be 14 years this May already. I can't believe time really flies. That's for sure.
More than a decade.
Yeah.
So for people listening and just tuning in, can you talk a little bit about what CH Patisserie is?
Yeah. So basically, to kind of sum it up, we're a European-inspired patisserie. that's really what my background has been as a pastry chef since I was a late teenager. And so we really wanted to bring that type of food to Sioux Falls, over a decade ago. And we really felt, my wife Karen and I thought that downtown in particular, but Sioux Falls was ready for this type of experience. And here we are, over a decade later, and I'm looking out the window at some buildings that used to be empty warehouses, and now they're lofts and hotels. And so it's been a pretty fun ride. That's for sure.
Yeah. And you're very involved. I know you've had a lot of different board seats over the years, including with our organization. Yeah. You just kind of wrapped up I think it's a 6-year term on the parking advisory board. I mean, you are incredibly invested in downtown. If you're on the parking advisory board, you've got to be kind of invested. Yeah. Talk about some of that. Why are you doing this?
Well, once that, I was thinking about it. Once the advisory board ended, I kind of thought this is the first time in, we've been here 13 years. It's the first time in over a decade I haven't been on some type of board, primarily representing downtown. And so when we moved here, I was trying to my wife Karen and I, who's also our CEO and owner, our kind of mantra is I'm in the kitchen, she does everything else in our business. So really the vision, the design, all that stuff is her. So we're really trying to sum up what our experience is all these years ago. And it's printed on every receipt still to this day, if people get receipts anymore. But our motto is, we're not here to change the food in Sioux Falls. We're here to change Sioux Falls through food. And that is really, it's on, if you get a receipt from us, it's on there still to this day, even though no one gets receipts anymore. But we were really trying to bring just a new experience to downtown. And it's a much different environment. When we first opened, the ads, the news coverage of us was, are there too many sweet shops downtown? That was really the coverage. It wasn't like, hey, this is coming. It's like every media outlet, because there was the Cookie Jar and there were a couple other places. They interviewed Greg, who's now a friend of mine, who was on the board together with him. And he's like, it's fine. But that was really the environment back then. That was the story. It wasn't like, hey, something new's coming. It was like, is there too much, And now again, we're looking across at corporate hotels and Hiltons and Marriott's coming downtown here a decade later. But you need people to continue to push and try and move the quality and the ball forward. And I think that's kind of what we always want to do, because it's just who we are as a couple, as a company, just continuing to love and educate our guests and just our environment.
Yeah. And your entire organization, your company, the way you approach it all, the environment is very specific. Mm-hmm. It's very intentional. I think that makes a lot of sense for, a French patisserie,
sure.
Can you talk a little bit about just that impetus and, is it just that you're type A, or is it that you're just a business Mongol, you're a genius?
Exactly. We'll go with the second one. That sounds way better. But it's interesting you say the word specific, because that's a word that I use a lot when we have new staff or our staff in general, our team, is that I'm at work, I'm a very specific person. And just doing this craft for so long, I started when I was 15, so I've been doing it almost 35 years, that's how long I've been doing this, so it really is, or 30 years. I can't remember. My brain's kind of goo because of Burger Battle right now, but it's been a long time. And so when you devote your life to something you love like this, it is very specific, especially if you want to be at a very high level. And that's just what I've always thrived in. I've always thrived in that very high level of environment, of kitchen, of team, of competition. It just really spoke to my personality in some way. And so when it came time for us to have our own company, we wanted to instill those values as well.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, so Burger Battle.
Yeah.
First time ever participating.
First time.
I saw your name on the list and I got immediately excited. I think it's such a unique entry. I knew people were going to latch onto that. I imagine that's been the case. I mean, I can see the metrics on the back end. Yeah. So I know it's the case.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah, no, I won't. I do get asked almost every day, like, how cool is it that CH Patisserie is participating? Well, awesome. What do you think about that? So Why this year?
The really short story of it is like we participated, as our girls got older, they're 14 and 10 now. We've been going for years. And it just came to a point where we wanted to find a way to participate, to be honest. We wanted to be involved and have fun. It just took me 10 years to figure out how to do it, to be honest. Like we thought about, should we do a macaron burger? Should we make it look like a brownie? And I'm like, that's just not, well, we can't participate because we need meat. We would have to like supplement with somebody, right? And so we finally found a way to do it in a quality that I was happy with.
It's called the American in Paris Street Burger.
Street burger, yeah.
It's in a croissant.
Yeah, man, basically, yeah.
Yeah, and you've got this CHP sauce.
Yeah, duck fat,
Can you reveal what's in
that? That one's a
sauce?
secret. That one is our secret sauce, but it is, kind of going back to typically when I think that's something that's for me. Typically, I create emotionally based. That's when the creative process comes for me. I need the hook, I need something to be able to get that creativity to start coming out. And typically that's emotion for me, typically. What was that feeling? What do I want to convey? Where can I put myself? How can I put myself in that situation? And that's kind of where it came about. I was like, okay, I'm 100% American. I've never worked for an American pastry chef. I know what chicken McNuggets taste like. I've been to Paris. I've have all these things. Now, is this something you're going to get in France? Absolutely not. You're not. But is it a way that I wanted to convey a feeling to people of like, I'm there. We're going to put it. It's going to be, if in this magical world that Chris created, you could walk up to a street vendor and they would hand you this through the window of their cart or through their truck, or that's what it would be. So it would be intensely American and yet still have this thing. If you were walking down the street in France, be like, okay, I get it. Yeah. We put a burger in a croissant. I understand that.
Yeah.
And still have those recognizable flavors and the recognizable cooking techniques and still have that, because the intention, it is served in kind of it's like a crepe cone basically. And that was the vision. And so when I'm walking the restaurant and just thanking people, and when I see people, eating it out of the cone, I'm like, yes, thank you. You get it. Like you're eating it and it's completely portable. Like you can walk around with it. It is extremely messy, and it's supposed to be. When you eat a quality croissant, it should explode. It should be all over the plate, all over your face, all over your clothes. So that's what happens when you eat like a quality croissant, is that, it explodes all over because there's hundreds and hundreds of little layers baked into beautiful butter. So that's what happens. And it's been crazy to see. It's been really, really fun to see.
That's cool. So you talked a lot about emotion as your inspiration. Can you describe what you hope people feel at their first bite of this burger?
The thing that I would hope someone would feel when they eat anything at CH Patisserie, would a professional thought about this, someone put so much effort into something seemingly so small. And I don't know how to make that connection, but I've seen people eat things and I've literally seen the eyebrows go up, and I've seen the flavor hit them in our business. And even with the burger right now, that's what I would hope, is that connection is made to be like, holy smokes, this took someone a lifetime to create.
For people who don't know you, you've got a pretty impressive background. Can we just brag on Chris for a little bit and maybe just share a little bit about your background? A couple of things that if you just Google Chris Hanmer, a couple of things that immediately pop up are globally recognized pastry maestro, which is such a cool title.
Says that.
Youngest ever American chef for a World Pastry Team Championship, and named one of the top 10 pastry chefs in America. All right here in downtown Sioux Falls. I mean, it's just, what a gift to everybody. Honestly.
Oh, thank you. I again, it is a lifetime of effort, I guess, to do that. And it's just, even, you know, we didn't expect to be, I had a number of burgers that that Karen and I kind of looked at to be like, you know what? I don't know how this is going to go, man. We're a pastry shop, right? We're a European inspired patisserie. So how's this going to go? So we had an amount, like if we hit this number, it's like, wow, this is going to be worth it. This is going to help our January. And right now we're exceeding that number by, 4 or 5 times every day. And it wasn't a small number. It was a pretty good number.
So you were kind of going there already, but well, expectations versus reality, joining the Burger Battle for the first time what did you think was going to happen? How is it going to play out?
Yeah.
Versus, I mean, you kind of referenced sales a little bit, but
all humility, on Saturday, we start serving burgers at 11 and people start coming in, 15, 20 minutes before pre-ordering burgers. And I'm like, okay, we gotta wait a little bit. Right. So before we even open, we have burger tickets just waiting and waiting. And so people on this last Saturday just kept coming in and coming in and coming in. And we probably had 50 or 60 people in line. And so we opened the burger sales and I just came out and I was just like out of the kitchen. I'm like, I thank you everybody so much. Like I'm truly humbled that you would come here for this. And people started like clapping and cheering. And it was such a surreal experience. And I'm again, with humility, like I have had some accolades and I've been on different stages where there've been applause for accomplishments, but like, I'm just a dude making a burger right now that I thought would be good. And it impacted people so much that they felt that they wanted to be part of that. And that was just, it was insane. It was insane. It literally was in a visceral, emotional feeling for me. And I to be like, why, in a way, like I'm amazed. I'm completely blown away. That people would have that. I would like everybody. So, I just made an announcement. I just want to let people know that, hey, we're coming. We're getting them out really fast. We're really fast at it. The line takes a while, but we get the burgers out about every 3 minutes. It's really, really fast. I want to let people know. I wasn't expecting any type of anything. So that just like absolutely like shattered me a little bit to be like, holy smokes, what? Like, and so that was just such a personal thing because we push so hard. And so to have our guests in our restaurant have that type of reaction to something that we want to create for them and hope people enjoy it. It was just like shattered. It was just done. I don't even have the words to express what it meant. Beautiful.
That's great. Thank you so much for joining me on Hello Downtown. I know CH Patisserie is now back to 7 days a week.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I know Valentine's Day is a big day for you guys too.
Huge. Yeah. Valentine's Day kind of kicks off our season. And yeah, we are super pumped to be open Mondays again. We it was a difficult decision to have to do that. It was something that we looked at very difficult. And as soon as we were able to, we always wanted to go back to it. And so now's the perfect time. And to every guest that's come in to CHP, we truly thank you. We couldn't be here. We wouldn't be here without you. It is the reason, and you are the reason why we're here and why we work so hard and why we're so diligent is to be able to provide for you. It's the only way you can do this life. It truly is. It truly is the only way you can do this life is that if you genuinely care for the people that are coming in and you genuinely care for the team that does it with you. And so from the bottom of our hearts, I'll kind of end with this, even though we already ended. This is awesome. I can do whatever I want. I have total power in the microphone. Is that, CH Patisserie is again, it's, you said it at the beginning of the podcast, which is so awesome. It's a very specific. So CH stands for all of our initials. So it's Karen, Chris, Karis, and Chloe. So it is the 4 of us. Those were all intentional names. CH Patisserie is the 4 of us. And if you came to the farmer's market last season, you would see our two daughters working right along with us. Chloe, busting out drinks and restocking and doing change, and Karis, working with guests and being able to do that. So yesterday we were crazy busy, and my youngest, Chloe 10, was working expo with me, sending out burgers, and she loved it. She's like, Dad, I'm ready to go. I want to go this weekend. And so that really is a family affair. And so from the bottom of all of our hearts at CH Patisserie, we're just so thankful for you that you bring us into your home and you spend just your hard-earned money on something that you enjoy. And I hope we are that escape for you, and that just a place where you can come and enjoy. We really thank you for that.
Beautiful.
Right on.
That's a wrap.
All right. Thanks so much.
You are listening to Hello Downtown, a podcast by Downtown Sioux Falls Incorporated. I'm Brandon Hansen.
I'm Taryn Sietsema with Downtown Sioux Falls. Here is today's member moment. Welcome, everyone. I am joined today by Greg Koch, owner of 605 Running Company. Greg, thanks so much for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's great to have you. Okay, are you ready?
I am
We're
ready.
going to jump right in.
Let's do
Question
it.
number 1. Describe your business in 5 words or less.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Running, retail, coaching, events, philanthropy.
That's a lot.
That's,
love it.
So you made it easy for me because we have 4 core pillars of our business, and I just put running in front of it.
Love it, because you do running. That makes sense.
Yeah, it is our North Star, running.
Yes. Okay.
But you don't have to be a runner, but
You don't have to be a runner.
we love running.
And all the attire and the shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Question number 2. This or that? Riverfest or Parade of Lights?
For me, definitely Parade of Lights. It's just iconic and it's special.
Yeah, it is. It's a thing.
Mhm.
Summer patio drinks or winter cozy cocktails?
Yeah. So I don't really drink
Yep.
much, but I am sort of addicted to coffee.
Yeah.
And I think downtown Sioux Falls has some of the best coffee in the world.
Amen.
Having traveled a lot, I think
Mhm.
we got it going on down here.
Mhm.
So I'm going to say coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
All year long?
Yeah,
Doesn't
always
matter
hot, too.
winter or summer.
Yeah,
okay.
always hot.
Always hot. Okay. Question 3. What's your go-to downtown guilty pleasure? A coffee drink, a snack, hidden gem, or a little routine that you can't resist?
Yeah. So insider tip: Monday mornings when the special K bars are made at the cookie jar,
Mm-hmm.
that's the time. Like that's the best time to get them. So.
Mhm.
We call them special K bars, also known as a scotcheroo. So it's
I grew up with Special K also.
Yeah.
That's what my mom made too.
Yep.
So, yep. Okay.
yeah.
I
so
love
you
it.
got the peanut butter and butterscotch melted together.
You can't
in
go
the
wrong with
cereal.
any of their baked goods there.
Yeah.
If we're
And
being
then-
honest. Question number 4. If Downtown Sioux Falls had a mascot, what would it be?
Yeah. So it's downtown Vernon Brown.
Downtown. I love that.
That is
We love downtown Vernon Brown. He is an icon.
well, he is, and that's the cool part. So being in downtown as long as I have been, and being a part of the board, he's just an incredible guy.
Yes.
And he's been a great mentor to me.
Yes.
And he truly is like everything and more that you think of when you think of downtown. But
Right.
he's so kind and just such a great
So
thing
kind.
for downtown Sioux Falls.
100%. And I should add that Greg just got done. You just got done as being president of the board at DTSF.
Yeah, board chair.
So
let's
thank
slow
you.
down on the president
Sorry.
stuff. But
Thank you for your service and for being part of the DTSF board for how many years now?
so this will be my extra bonus year on the board, which will be my 7th year on
This
the
is
board.
it.
And this is the last year. But it's been great. And
Awesome.
yeah,
Thank you.
It's been a ton of fun. And what a year to kind of go
We have
out
a great
on
group,
this
yeah.
last year. It was-
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Exciting times.
All these fresh faces here.
I know. It's been really fun.
It's-
And now a new podcast. I mean, you
Yeah.
can't go wrong. All right. Question number 5, last one. For people walking into your business for the first time, what's one key thing they should know about your business?
Well, you should walk in and don't be intimidated. Just because it says running does not mean you have to be a runner to come into our store. Everybody is on their feet. Everyone can benefit from a great pair of shoes. We can help you with that. And then from there, you can discover all the other great things our store does.
I mean, so true. Everybody needs good shoes, and you guys can help fit their feet with
Yes.
the proper shoes that are going to help them walk and maybe potentially run at some
Yeah.
point, whatever
Well,
they want to do.
70% is the number of people that are in the wrong size shoe
Isn't that crazy?
because we don't get our feet measured anymore.
See?
We walk in and we say, I need a size 10. or I need a size 8,
See?
Men or women, whatever they do. And then they don't realize that's not their
It's
shoe
different
size.
for every shoe brand too sometimes. So
Yep.
that's the tough thing. So I think that's just another point of why shopping local matters, because you get that service that you're not going to get when you order shoes online.
Yeah, try before
At
you
all.
buy.
Okay.
It's
Thanks,
key.
Greg. We really appreciate you
Of
coming on
course.
today.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
This is Hello Downtown.